Namaste, Wholeness Tribe. It's Ruby with Wholeness Balance. I am so chill today. So excuse the lack of glamour. You get all natural. You're welcome. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome back. So today's share. What's today's share? The importance of cycles. The importance of being able to notice your cycles and where you can feel that you lose yourself in some of them. For example, I went through an experience where I have like a window of usually closer to the moon, like my actual cycle, my menstrual cycle, where my hormones go all out of whack, right? I noticed that for a couple of months that when I get closer to my cycle, I get more agitated, which is normal, right? It's all women. We know this, but it's different when you're feeling it. So what I noticed is that I had a cycle where when I got closer to my actual menstrual cycle, my agitation, my sensitivity, of course, it was heightened. But here's the thing. The problem I noticed, and I call it a problem, the challenge, let's call it the challenge, was that it was far too easy for somebody to get under my skin around this time. Far too easy. And so I noticed that once an emotion got a hold of me, like if I did not have the strength within myself to pull myself out of it, like it could take me that fast, meaning it, and then I would burn everything down as a result of that. Meaning, say somebody pissed me off for whatever reason, well then everything in my path would burn that day, or for whatever reason, like it was self-destructive. It would get to that. And here's the thing, I couldn't hear spirit. And while I am in surrender and everything, I'm still here for the human experience. And my journey being a life path 9, for those of y'all that do understand what that is, I'm a life path 9. So my journey in life is that of the humanitarian, that of the healer, right? But of course, I can't be that in a world until I'm that for me. So I have to experience the emotions on both levels, at extreme levels. And I'm very aware and I try to pay attention. And I understand that the reason why I go through a lot of the things is because I need to, within myself, do the work so that I can show the people, become the change, right? I can help those people in the world that are struggling like me in silence or whatever, with the emotions. So anyway, cycles. So there's a cycle that I would repeat where I would allow an emotion for whatever reason, and it has a purpose. It always does. It's even being conscious. It's like I knew I have like a little window to do some breathing or to do a little something to kind of prepare. But I noticed that once I get past it, once the emotion hit me, it would take me. So I was guided to go and visit my best friend in the whole wide world, Gina. She's a magnificent healer. So magnificent. Like, not just because she's my best friend. Like, seriously, we lost touch forever. And she came back right when I needed her. And I didn't even know that she was on a spiritual journey and that she was like this, like, phenomenal healer. And so all that, because I love her. I love you, Gina. Anyway, I went to see her. And usually she's like in New Mexico and she was in Austin. And so I went to see her because like I was losing my grip and I didn't want to sabotage and burn everything around me down. So I was guided to go see her. And I went to see her and she studies Qigong. And so and she's a teacher. And so I went to go and sit with her and learn how to breathe and learn just the basics of the Qigong, because apparently this is something that we can use for ourselves when we are in that space where we're losing ourselves. Qigong is phenomenally powerful, and I highly recommend it to anybody. And any of y'all interested, like I can give you my friend's information because she's an actual teacher for it now. She's taking the course and whatnot, and she's certified in it. And so anyway, all that to say, there's a cycle. And if you pay attention, you have a cycle. If you want to take a journal and write it down, this helps. Um, Write down how you're feeling one day, and then kind of keep track, just a general, like the overall. I kind of felt like this kind of all day, and I was happy all day, or I was just neutral all day, or like put a word to it, right? And then go back, do it for at least 2 months, and then go back and look at that and look at your patterns. You'll find your pattern in your cycle, the days where it's kind of like you can tell, like where you go up and where you go down. And it's very interesting. It takes dedication, but you can learn a lot about yourself. So find your cycles, study yourself. We're too busy studying all these modalities and all this, and this stuff outside of us. How about we start studying ourselves, because that's our greatest teacher, truly. So I hope this helps. And for anybody and everybody that falls down when you're on your journey to emotional well being, just like a child, just like a baby, you know, learning how to walk, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. So be gentle with yourself and get back up and keep trying. I send you all love, light, wholeness. Namaste.